The Spring of Sorrow Gauntlet is here, and I did this run on the left side that got me 4 objectives, and I honestly didn't even count how many it would give me before I started doing the run. Initially I was like, okay, let me combine Cosmic and Tech with the 2021 through 2024 objective, and that went really well. And then I finished the boss, and I'm like, oh wow, that gave me the House of Mirrors and Clarity one too, so that was cool. But either way, we're gonna start up against this Viv here, and this is, in my opinion, the easiest fight of the 4 for my team, because Serpent just absolutely rips this Viv apart. Like, it is really easy. You just kind of bait her SP1s, dex them ideally, or you can do a partial dex like me, and then you just kind of throw Serpent's SP2s, and then she takes a bunch of damage because his SP2s scale with the opponent's armor rating, and Viv has a lot of armor, so it's a really good time there. Serpent also has this true focus, so evade doesn't matter, miss doesn't matter, and you're just having a really good time. So it's literally just a cycle of baiting her SP1s and then dropping your own SP2s. He also is he has resistances to power drain and burn. I believe it's like 60%, so you don't trigger the power gain by being immune to it like a lot of Cosmics do here, but you also are taking a lot less power drain and can actually throw your special 2s pretty well. And you also have power gain, which is going to help you be able to spam them more when you are getting power drained anyway, because you only get power drained when you actually hit Viv. So if you don't, you can, what I'm trying to say is you can get power by not hitting her as well, which is very helpful in this fight. You can also do some nice ricochet intercepts like that if you ever need to make an opening for yourself. And yeah, there's really not much to this fight. You just don't want to push her to SP2s because it's fine if you do, but you kind of need to nail the parries, which I don't know about everyone else, but I don't really know how to do 100% properly, so I didn't want to risk pushing her there. So this was my only second attempt at the fight. I did quit out the first time because I pushed her to a couple SP2s and it just went badly for me. And then, yeah, this was my second attempt on this fight. It just went really, really well. Finish her off with the SP1. And yeah, I think that's the easiest fight of the 4 of them. And we move on to Iron Fist. So I am going to point out that I am boosted. I am running moderate boosts. I think I had like a 20% green, 15% orange, and a 15% red. Because I had a bunch of them expiring, so might as well use them, But you don't, I'm not going to say you need the boost to take these fights. But it was just really nice for me. Anyway, here we go against Iron Fist, and I think the start of this went a little weird, but basically, I used Fant Man because I was like, okay, who's someone who doesn't really need to have buffs or debuffs, and someone who's also just very tanky in case I mess up, and Fant Man was the answer to that. So I throw my SP2 into his block like an idiot, but that's okay. We're just going to try to manage pressure gauge as well as we can, and then we drop an SP2, do some nice red numbers. It's not going to do anything crazy because we don't have the ability to place any disintegrations to increase the damage, but it's still fine. We drop a heavy attack right there, knock down the protection, drop the SP2, and it does some red numbers. I didn't time it perfectly, but that's alright. We're going to get power drained here, but not a big deal. It's just a little annoying. Need to take some blocked hits, and yeah. There's not much to say about this fight. It's just kind of dropping your SP2s and then blocking his specials. And I think I'm just going to drop into protection here. I didn't really get a special out of him, which is fine, but it's not a big deal. We missed the parry there, but that's okay. I'm going to be in my corner a lot in this fight, which for me isn't a big issue. I'm pretty good at corner play, if I do say so myself, but it might be a little bit difficult for some people, but it wasn't too bad for me. I think I'm going to go for a heavy attack right here, and then we knock him down, and now I'm rooted, but that's fine. I'm going to drop the SP2 here, which I'm also not too worried about going red, because Fant Man does have the ability to cancel out his special 3 to throw a special 2 by using a 4th light attack, and obviously the same thing with canceling a special 2 into a special 1 with 4th light attack. But anyway, he did a really good job for this fight. I'm going to throw the SP2 right here, brings him all the way down to 43, and here I'm feeling really confident. My health is really high, his is definitely going down quite nicely, and I'm going to actually make a lot of mistakes close to the end, which is unfortunate, but it's all good. I didn't die or anything. So we're gonna try to get to another SP2. He throws his SP1, we get the parries, which is really helpful. And now I'm trying to bait a heavy attack. He throws it, except mine whiffs because of the root, so that was really frustrating. But I'm just going to drop my SP2 into protection. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but it got me out of the corner a little bit, which was nice. And then I whiff a heavy attack, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to throw the relic so I don't get hit. And then we throw the relic and we're fine. But either way, there I got called on my dash back. It's fine. We drop the SP2. We don't have power detonation active, which is annoying, but it's okay. He throws his SP2, get the parry that time, knock him down, so we're just trying to get to another SP2 of my own, and here I whiff an attack, and I'm like, okay, come on, man. Throw an SP2, does a good bit of damage, he's at 9%, 8%, and I'm just about to finish him off, so it's not going to take too much longer. We're going to go for a relic, maybe not, never mind. I get caught on the dash back for like the 50th time here. And I need to go for a heavy, knock him down, and now I just need to 4th light attack, and then that's gonna finish the job. I need to manage pressure gauge a bit, so good on me. And then we knock him down with the special 2, he's dead, and then we move on to the next fight. Alright, so next we're gonna fight Gwenpool, and I'm gonna be taking this fight with Serpent. And Serpent did a pretty good job for this fight. This was the one where I didn't have, like, okay, this is my direct counter here. I just kind of hoped Serpent would do kind of well, because I know most of his damage just comes from special attacks, so that would work pretty nicely with Gwenpool only taking damage during my special attacks, because of Special Connoisseur and such. So I did mess up a good bit at the start, and it's going to show a little bit. I just kind of forgot about inverted controls, or I didn't get in the good inverted controls mindset. So, like there, I think I wanted to dash back, and then we just messed up. But it's okay. Here, I'm just trying to push her to an SP2, and then I immediately forget, oh yeah, she has unblockable specials. So, luckily, I get the thing that was going to kill me off immediately. And then I look at that timer, and I'm like, what the heck is that timer for again? Because I kind of forgot. And then I realized, oh wait, it's impending exhortation or something like that. So really nothing that matters too much. I just need to, be aggressive. That's kind of the only thing I need to do here. We throw the special 1, do a nice bit of damage, and I'm at like pretty low health, but I'm actually still going to do a pretty good job here. Serpent's going to play pretty nicely. We dex the special. I'm inverted now, but that's okay. Throw my SB1 into her block. It's unblockable, so we don't have to worry about it. Go for a light attack right after. Dex the special attack again. And we go for another SB1. I kind of just spammed SB1s in this fight. I'm not really sure if it's like 100% better than SB2s, but it felt like it was the correct play. Especially when my power gain doesn't really do anything. So just kind of throwing specials as soon as I get them seemed like the best call. We do a bunch of cold snap damage on the SP1s, which don't really feel that great until we start getting the passive furies, but we're about to start getting those passive furies, so that's going to be cool. We're at 12 Cult Force, and we only need 16 before we start gaining them, and we just get a bunch every time we throw an SP1 and such, so pretty nice there. Am I going to go for a relic here, which would make sense if I did, but I don't. I'm pretty sure like I just didn't use the relic here, which would have helped in some scenarios in the fight. I don't really know why I didn't, but it doesn't really matter too much. Go for another SP1. We're doing more cold snap damage. We have a passive fury up, and those are just going to continue to stack. We have 3 of them now, and she's at 69%, and the damage is just going up and up from here. Like now my SP1s are doing like 5% of her health every time I throw them, so I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. We throw another SP1 here, and do another like 5 or 6% of her health. And then we go for a nice recovery intercept, and then we're just kind of moving along. Like there's not much to say here because it's kind of the same thing of just throwing my specials right as soon as I get them, and then trying to manage inverted controls. I do like to throw my special attacks during the transition period of inverted controls, because then I know exactly what I need to do as soon as I come out of them, instead of just kind of mid-combo having to change my playstyle. So it definitely was helpful for me to play it that way, just throwing my special attacks when the timer was about to shift. And I suggest you guys do that too if you struggle a bit with inverted controls. So We keep throwing specials, and I'm going to dex another special attack. We have 11 passive Furies, which are definitely doing a lot of work. Bunch more cold snap damage. He's all the way down to 16%. I'm going to try to eat a special for some reason, but I do get the imminent death off of me, which is cool. We throw another special, but I didn't have any prowess, so it didn't really do anything. And here, I just need to throw a special attack, and then I just get hit. I don't really know how. I don't know why, I just kind of got hit, so that's unfortunate, but she's only at 10%. I'm just gonna finish the fight off with Fant Man. It's gonna be pretty fine. I think I come close to dying, actually, somehow, but he's gonna do a good job, so it's okay. Fant Man's not very good for this fight. I wouldn't suggest going with him, but I felt more comfortable doing it than with Vox, because Vox doesn't really play too well with Special Connoisseur in this scenario. So I should be trying to intercept when inverted controls are off so I can ramp up my armors, but I didn't here. That would definitely make it easier if I did that, but whatever, it's not too big a deal. I'm going to go for a light attack there. She doesn't dash in, so now I'm paying for it, but it's okay. And here I'm like, oh, I'm going to die from the imminent exhortation thing. Luckily, it doesn't hurt as much as I thought, because Fant Man caps the damage with his Sig ability, which is really awesome. And there, I didn't mean to dash back, I just didn't have the inverted controls brain active, so I messed up a little bit there, but it's all good. She throws an SP1 here. I need to just get into the power detonation, and then she's just gonna die. So, just like that, the special attack is gonna kill her. And there we go. That's the third fight. We only have one more to go. And we're going to start off here against JJ with Vox. Vox is definitely the least essential character on this team, because he does well for JJ. It's not like an option you really need though. He just worked out pretty nicely for me, especially because I knew I could ramp a bunch of precisions, ramp a bunch of furies and cruelties, so doing all the yellow numbers wouldn't be too hard, just because furies, cruelties, all that jazz, they scale really well, especially when I use intensifies. So the degens actually didn't tick as weak as I expected them to too, when I ended up placing them to use a knockdown for special attack and stuff. But either way, I'm just going to show you how the fight works. I'm not going to throw any special attacks until I get to a special 3, which is just going to convert them all into intensifies, which is just going to make all my buffs better. And I'm also going to wait until I need to remove a protection with a special attack before I throw the SP3, because I don't really want to be throwing too many specials here, just because my basics are just going to hit much harder. So I'm going to use the specials usually just for a knockdown to get rid of protection. Maybe a couple other times I actually do them for damage, but that was kind of the main goal. Here I want to farm a few more dex buffs before I go for my SP3, just to get the maximum amount of intensifies. And there we go, we're going to get an SP1 dex here. And then she's got 2 protection now, so I'm like, okay, I need to start throwing the special, and we're going to do it right there with my 30 corrupted buffs. And now we're going to get 30 corrupted intensifies, which the SP3 in itself isn't going to do a lot of damage, just because it can't crit, so it's not going to scale well with crit me with your best shot. But that's alright. She has another protection I need to get rid of. I'm going to go for a heavy attack soon. I think after our relic here or something. Yeah, relic into a heavy, and then I'm going to have to remove another with special attack right after. So I'm going to drop my SP1 in just a second. And I think I did mess up where I got my degens consumed by the debuff immunity node, and I'm going to be honest with you, I still don't even know what that node does. I just kind of forgot about it in the moment. So it's going to remove my degens later in this fight, which is going to mean that I'm going to be having a lot less damage, but that's okay. It's going to be fine. Anyway, I genuinely don't remember what that debuff immunity node is. I showed the nodes at the start of the fight, so you can probably go back and check there. It just kind of happened, and I was like, wait, where'd that come from? So anyway, we just keep countering our specials with our mediums, and then gain the grits, and it's just a really easy time. So this JJ, honestly, is not very hard. I kind of liked the difficulty for it, just with it being a final boss that we hadn't seen before. So I'm not gonna complain at all that's not too difficult, because you just kind of counter special attacks and anyone works. There's that debuff immunity node that was like, wait, where'd that come from? So I just throw my special one, expecting to like get my buffs back, and then I was like, wait, I don't have T-gens. What happened there? And then I somehow just get caught instead of hitting and then die. So that sucks because of combo party. I don't know how I got hit. I just got caught somehow. It's all good. And then we're just going to finish off with Fant Man, 9% health in a dream, and I'm actually going to lose, she'd lose even more. We're at 3% now. Luckily she double mediumed, or else I would have been dead and had to use a revive, but we're chilling. Anyway, we do some nice damage on the crits, and just want to keep intercepting her, and then we're just keeping that cruelty active, which I can only lose if I get hit, so I don't even know why I said that, but keeping the precision active is more important, because I need that to do any damage at all. So I'm going to go for an intercept after her special right here. She throws it, I'm going to dex it, go for an intercept, and we get the intercept. We have the cruelty, and I mean the precision, and then she's just gonna die from the relic. So there we go, Reviveless run, and we got 4 objectives out of it, which is really awesome. So again, I was only going into that expecting like 2, because I thought that I had to have an entire team of Clarity, an entire team of House of Mirrors, but I only needed 1, so that helped me out. So there we go. That is going to be the 4 objective run on the left side. I'll upload the right side as soon as I get it done, which will probably be right after I upload this video. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you on your run, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer you in the comment section. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.